After showing you some of the amazing sights you'll see on the Olympic Peninsula GeoTour in our last episode, this time we're going to complete the GeoTour with you. But wait, there's more! Watch to the end for some great tips on how to complete this GeoTour and earn the souvenir and GeoCoins. So, show us your biggest smile. It's time for another geocaching adventure. Last time we ended our day at a remarkable sunset in La Push, Washington. In the morning, we join our intrepid adventurers at Ruby Beach.
Alright guys, good morning. It is LANMonkeys. We are at the seashore again. This is where we spent the night. It's our first stop in the morning. There's a virtual and an earth cache here, but it's not part of the official GeoTour. It's kind of halfway between a couple of the waypoints, but it's an amazing location. Check this out. Huge amount of driftwood all blown in here over the ages, and then these sea stacks. It's a very west coast, right on the Pacific Ocean kind of view. Just beautiful here.
Our visit to Ruby Beach wrapped with a wonderful walk for the earth cache and virtual, then back in the truck to continue south down Highway 101 on the wild Washington west coast.
Okay, earth cache nuts like myself, this is amazing. This unconformity is the ocean plate where it got pushed up when it ran into the North American plate here on the coast. So you see the tilted sandstone bedding, just amazing, beautiful. This is just spectacular. So cool thing, if you're doing the Olympic Peninsula GeoTour, plan the time to get out here and see them. There's stops that you will not regret stopping at, like here. So it's 9 o'clock in the morning. We have just arrived at Lake Quinault, 60 kilometers or so from the last place you saw us on the beaches. So we're inland a little bit more in the Olympic Peninsula National Park and enjoying a super quiet walk along the lake. We're headed to an earth cache location and make some observations, head back in the truck and head on to the next cache in this geocaching series. Alright, we are at Quinault Lake, and this is the world's largest Sitka spruce tree. It's over 1,000 years old. That's insane. Let's check out how big this thing is. It's probably still filling the frame, right? It's massive. Next stop is at a cool spot for one of the GeoTour caches, and this place is called Lutz Log.
Okay then, let's go. Next, our route on the GeoTour took us eastward on highways 12 and 8 until we met up with Highway 101, where we headed north to the Hood Canal for the last few GeoTour caches to complete the loop. Along the way, we discovered more amazing sights as we wrapped up another beautiful day. We took advantage of some extra time and great weather to get up to Port Orchard, Bremerton, Port Gamble, and Hansville. These towns aren't on the GeoTour but aren't far from it. We found some great driftwood sculptures at a beautiful lighthouse, and our final cache for the tour. But before we finish, we promised some GeoTour tips.
Quickly thought I would show you how this GeoTour works if you haven't done a GeoTour before. First of all, you find the cache, official geocache, awesome. So open up the cache container. Now there's going to be a code word. It's going to be written right there underneath where my hand is. So you'll need to have that code word in order to write that on your passport. We're not going to show you our passport, but you get your passport off the website. Then you got inside each cache there's a logbook. So sign the logbook like you normally would with the geocache, and there'll be a little stamp, cute little stamp of some sort. You got to take that stamp and stamp that on your passport sheet as well. So for every one of the 26 caches left in this GeoTour, you do those two things, fill out your sheet, bring it in, get your coin. Rock and roll!
And that wrapped up the unforgettable adventure we spent on the Olympic Peninsula. Yet we had only scratched the surface of this beautiful location. So where will we take you next? Make sure you subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook so you can join us on our next geocaching adventures.